Is it?
I think
or how is it? So then Ticks of Pulse Nova won't proc it?
They won't proc them anymore.
Yeah, that changes the matchup a lot then. They're not getting that hero.
It's a Magnus.
So in your head, how do you see this strategy from Beast Coast breaking down?
You got to win the lanes.
Well, an early potential kill here. Schofield's going to try and jump away to his aura, but he can't get far. Emo is there to claim the first blood. Bloodseeker, that obviously pings a Slurk. They also give away the Wisp to them at the same time. Beast Coast in the second phase, they ban away Earthshaker, which is a clear tell to the Phantom Lancer. IG give it to them anyway. It seems like both teams are willing to let the other play some very strong heroes right now and try and beat them.
Yeah, two typical meta carries. I think the Leshrac versus PL hold the bottom lane. Stinger's awesome. Do you think he's just dead?
The double stun is too much for him to handle. The Splinter Blast goes out, hoping that K1 Hector can get the turnaround kill onto Kaka, but before we see that. Main goes everywhere. K1 Hector's gonna jump forward, actually going for Kaka after they've used all their stuns. He feels comfortable getting in some return damage. Has to be wary of that Sandstorm now that JT has that level 3. Chris Luck, a bit low. They're both gonna pop a healing salve here underneath the tower. Chris Luck giving him a little loop-de-loo here, but it's still high HP Emo. Done really scared. Oh, he gets in front of him for the skewer. That's perfect. He lands the lightning and gets the easy 1v1 kill on the Magnus. Back over to bottom lane. K1 Hector under assault here, but again, once they've used all their spells, he feels comfortable turning around on them with the Phantom Rush.
Yeah, just also to mention, we forgot Lion. You have that mana drain. You already skilled it up at level 2 just to kill off the illusions. It's a mechanic we don't see very often, but it used to be one of the old school counters. So you pick it against Naga. Of course, PL illusion armies do get a little too sizable, but if he inevitably gets to the mana drain multi-target talent at 20, it's quite nice. You just immediately kill the Manta.
Jump to the other side, but Firefly is not going to be juked. Lands the pounce, gets the kill. And if anything, they may just keep going on to Leela's because they've got a few stacks in. And Fly really doesn't have to worry about his health. There's 4 stick charges onto Ollie.
Find their ways to dominant mid games, but so far they're getting outmatched in effectively every lane. But I don't blame them. They don't have the stronger lanes here.
Just keep on going for it. Underneath the Sandstorm, K1 Hector takes a lot of damage. Kaka knows they've developed a routine by now. He knows K1 Hector is going to run at him as soon as they blow both their stuns, so he preemptively backs up. Still, maybe he didn't get far enough away. He's going to throw out another round of stuns. Splinter Blast will land into the line. Not enough to get the kill. K1 Hector is going to turn and fight JT here. Even though he's low health, he reads that the JT just doesn't have a whole lot of damage left when he doesn't have the Burrow Strike. He's going to try and bait him in, but there is going to be the wand charges enough to be able to get another round of Burrow Strikes. Now they're going to body block up Stinger as well. Look at that. JT staying in front of him nonstop to be able to get the double at bottom lane and a kill onto middle.
I don't even know what to say. JT, he held the stick, he had a stun, he kills him, the body block to finish. We didn't even have time to check out the other kills, but that's the second time Emo has taken out Chris Luck. Schofield 0 and 3.
Well, they do get their second kill for Beast Coast as pickoff on Kaka allows them. But you said early on Beast Coast needs to be able to win the laning phase, and instead they're losing all 3 lanes here. What can they do to switch this up? We need some seed rotations. Okay, they're going to be able to hit the RP skewer back. Is that Leela's TP going to be complete in time? He's going to be able to get at least 1 shot in to finish off Emo. That's a kill streak going the way of Beast Coast.
Hey, that helps. IG, a little charity. It's very dangerous to give away kills like that to heroes that you're dominating because they just get more gold and XP than you would if you were to get a return when you come back. Still a 1k net worth advantage for Emo in the mid lane.
Kaka being chased down. JT's going to go for the Burrow Strike. Only hits the illusion here because it can pop the epicenter and chase down Stinger. There's going to be enough damage though. With the Cold Embrace, Stinger will be able to heal up some under the effects of the Sandstorm, though it's not too much. Another Burrow Strike, and it looks like he will fall. Trading supports, though, and being able to shove the lane in and farm jungle. You can see Emo's going to show up bottom lane. He knows the Phantom Lancer is no contest for him, so they're going to try and pressure this tower. Stinger tries to do what he can to pull the creep wave off the tower, but instead gets caught by the initiation from Kaka.
Really cool build. Look at that, the long loop. They know where he is.
Yep. But Stinger's still kind of being a nuisance. He's still in the way, and it's going to break. So finally, they're going to be forced to go onto Stinger here, try and get this kill. He does have the winner's curse. That's why they have to throw out the Hex.
I like that, too. A lot of...
So they're not going to be able to catch anybody, but still, just being there, the presence is allowing the Leshrac to put some pressure on that mid tower. Now they're going to try and jump on a Schofield. Chain stun him, Finger of Death, cuts him down. But Chris Luck is going to return fire here. Skewer, and trying to catch up to Kaka, K1 Hector. Okay, they're just going to go for it. RP goes out. They get that one solo hero pick off. This is Winter's Curse being used as well. They're going to try and set up on this Leshrac, but as you were talking about earlier, Emo's very tanky. Now the epicenter in from behind is going to be able to wipe out Stinger. They're going to chase down Lelis as well. This is perfect for a Leshrac. Doesn't need to really right-click an Enchantress. The magic damage will do it.
A bunch of stats and a Wisp behind him with a mech complete already on Ollie. That is so fast. Their team fight is unbelievable.
Caught him again. Stinger is going to be the victim of initiation here, but he may not go down as they are going to be able to get the catch. Okay, never mind. The Leshrac shows up. Winter's Curse to be able to stall him out. They're going to try and go for this line while he's still underneath the coil, and he snaps it too, so he instantly dies. Now, K1 Hector, he needs to be able to Phantom Rush out of here away from the Leshrac onto JT, but now he's kind of stuck in a situation where he has to go for the Sand King kill and will eventually die to Emo instead. Fly, a little bit scared of Chris Luck and all his physical damage, but the chain stun onto Schofield gets that kill. Chris Luck trying to get an RP onto somebody will manage to get JT a 2 for Trek. He isn't going to have that mobility. Somebody else needs to.
It's also the way they're going to play. It's this 2-3 setup where Lesh and Slark are sort of playing independently. The rest of the team plays around them.
Epicenter. This is a big problem for the Enchantress pickup. They got so many reds.
And the Sand King, the Lion. You have so many stuns you're up against.
This is a good kill if they can get it. He's already popped the Dark Pack, so they're just going to lead off with the RP. Chain stun him with the silence and such, and Chris Luck will get the kill. Until the Slark is up, so he may be able to join the tail end of the engagement as well.
Look at that hesitation. They're taking their time. Slark will be up as this fight begins.
They're going to pop the courier, and now IG, they have kind of spoiled this, but they are going to be able to find the opening onto Stinger. Kaka does manage to get the Hanks onto a very tanky Chris Luck, but K1 Hector quickly takes out the line. Now they manage to get the coils. Wow. The bolt. Chris Luck with a beautiful push forward, but it may not be quite enough as the infinite shots rain in onto Emo. They need a little bit more control. Yule Scepter buys them some time as Fly shows up with the epicenter as well, and now the Wisp is here. Emo, fully healed up, is going to be able to turn and chase down this puck. Schofield, no orb for 4 seconds. He's just dead. An ultra kill for Emo.
You get the status resist.
He is mega tanky. A little bit different from, they're going to be able to find the Phantom Lancer with the Blink Dagger from Kaka. A Finger of Death to seal the deal. Stay up for now. They have the Manta, but the heart is what's really needed. Kaka, he's going to go for it, and they're going to relocate onto him as well. K1 Hector is going to have 0 opportunity to get off that doppelganger. Yeah. They chained their stuns. They overlapped both.
He's nowhere near a heart. So it's not as if he'll have that staying power we take for granted at times in PL games.
Yeah, a lot of these pushes, a Phantom Lancer would defend by throwing his illusions. Lelis is going to be jumped on here, makes himself a target. With the silence onto Leshrac, the kill's going to be a bit delayed here. They're still going to go for it with the Cold Embrace. They may have actually run out of damage here. He's got the Aegis, the Skewer back. With the Coil Snap, that's going to be on 2 of them underneath the Tier 2 tower. They still have the Aegis onto the Leshrac here, and he's completely out of mana. It's almost better if he stays alive, because K1 Hector can feast on the opposing heroes. They're going to be able to get the Lion in the back line, try and chase down some more here. RP almost got that Slark. If he had just blinked a little bit farther to the left, he would have blocked that pounce. Now they're still trying to finish off Emo's Aegis here. A little bit of ego. You might as well play like you're better than the enemy. That's what beastcoast does best. Chris Luck is choking it. That's 2 pounces whiffed by Fly. They're going to be able to get the initiation on Stinger, but he gets Winter's Curse first. Can he get out? No. Finger of Death makes sure he will not escape.
Hey, but they find openings in this game to make moves, but that appears to be the way. Just coil into a 2-man Skewer out, right? Yeah. Especially if one of those heroes called as the Wisp.
But here's the bad part. When they're grouped up, they have a chance to be able to win fights, but naturally they have to split up a little bit to get some. Expected to be a puck on the high ground, though.
With Spider Legs, too, you're not catching this guy.
500 Skewer range. Coil just to be able to stop the T-piece here. Schofield just kind of being a nuisance, but he is going to be caught by the Yule Scepter. He still has the Waning Rift, but there's going to be the Impale on top of the Yule Scepter and another Finger of Death. GG. They've been chilling for a little while, but they aren't going to go for this Roshan here. And Beast Coast can definitely get there in time. It's a very slow Roshan for IG. Plenty of opportunities for Beast Coast to be able to interfere here, but they're going to be leading off onto Schofield. Force Staff trying to save him. Cold Embrace is also there. Winner's Curse to be able to lock into Leshrac, actually grabbing JT as well. K1 Hector's trying to find a way into this fight, but can't go into all that AoE damage, and that leaves on the top side. Oh, that was unfortunate. And JT, Burrow striking through. Chris Luck still trying to pursue, but they do manage to get that relocate over to the side, so they're just going to try and deal with Chris Luck as soon as this BKB wears out. Emo will try and deal with him while Fly in the middle of everybody, quite low, trying to go for that kill on Schofield. Phase shift now, he's going to be silenced up. The Dark Pack goes off. A long pounce away, but the shot is going to do so much. Almost kills him. Over to the top lane, back over to Chris Luck, whereas BKB has worn out, and as tanky as he is, he can't put up with a sustained damage. Even if it was slow, IG will manage to take this Roshan.
You can watch here. They're trying to set up for maybe another skewer coil, and he'd already RP gun. And then he just chases JT, who has Spider-like so much mobility. You find the kill, sure, but cost of your own life. And now Lelis, he's next.
Fly, he's going to try and find the extra kill on a Stinger here. And he should be able to get it too. So many stacks being built up off the Cold Embrace. Slark sometimes loves a Winter Wyvern on the enemy side. Now he's going to turn those stats onto the puck, and Beast Coast not bothering to buy back because the lanes still need to be dealt with, and K1 Hector is going to be able to grab Kaka here. One buyback, two buybacks now. They think they can actually catch some additional heroes here with a coil onto Fly, but there's no Aghanims coil.
And Sand King will at some point fall off. JT played near falls. There's a forehand reload coming out. That's going to be...
They're going to relocate into the Lion. That's Winner's Curse, so he's going to be dying at the RP. Knocked down all of them with all that AoE damage. The snap of bullet as well. JT intercepts with the Burrow Strike, but it's not enough to save Emo's first life. Fly into the back lines. Going for Singer. The BKB activated. Standing against the Phantom Lancer illusions is hard. They want to be able to deal with Emo, though. Emo here comes the center from JT. He jumps down the cliff onto the Magnus, but still, it's Emo who needs to be able to survive against K1 Hector, and all of Beast Coast are there. The Stinger trying to skewer him away, does manage to bring him down. Now they're going to be able to get another shockwave, pulling back Ollie. Tether out onto JT, but K1 Hector, he's not going to let up. He's going to be able to chase with a Phantom Rush, bringing down the IO as well. Three dead. Maybe the tier 3, maybe even a full lane of barracks before IG feels comfortable defending.
We've seen PL go late game against Slark. It almost always goes PL's way, especially with an Empower. He's doing so much physical damage. Slark's still mostly just a nuisance. He's bottom, hitting that tier 3, but he's going to lose a Rax in the meantime.
Yeah, he's doing it so much slower than an empowered up Phantom Lancer and a Magnus who's hitting rather hard too. They're going to TP back Lelis to make sure they don't lose their tier 3 at least.
Oh, they're going to find Wyvern, it appears. Stinger does have ultimate, but might not want to use it here.
Yeah, perhaps better just to save it.
I mean, this is now all of a sudden Beast Coast's game. Like, look at the amount of damage they're dishing out. That
here looks like it is all of IG is being chased away from this jungle area. They're going to surround where the Wisp is going to come back to.
And Lelis also reminding his team, wait guys, kill the shrine. We've got that increases, and things could be effective yesterday when a Morphling picked up an Apex.
Certainly true, but Lifeline has found a double damage. That's 100% increase and 100% dead. Schofield Puck grabs a courier as well. Fly's trying to catch some more heroes around this Roshan pit. This is dangerous for Beast Coast. Emo, he goes for the sun onto Chris Luck. Chris Luck pops BKB, turns and fights Skewer over. He's going to try and lock down Fly. He grabbed him. He hits him with the RP and hits him with a big crit. No buyback there. Emo, he's going to have to fight his way through this one. His Kaka's going to be identified just like always. K1 Hector, good old times. He goes for the support. Now going to start ripping into Emo, who's running low on mana. Ollie's going to come in, trying to help him out, heals him up a little bit. They skewer together. Shivas goes out, and a skewer. Okay, that's going to be a dead Chris Luck as Beast Coast immediately retreat off of the buybacks. Stinger, he's going to be caught. A gem on the ground, revealing Stinger there as well as a sentry.
Yeah, that BKB on Chris Luck, they really need that Aegis up on him. Well, at this point, I think you just have to give it to your Lash because he's the one that's actually farmed here. And who's getting
caught? Lelis, going to be caught. So much magic damage. The Winner's Curse attempted, but a sight device to be able to intercept instead. And now Stinger is probably going to be falling here. The silence up on Emo means he can't immediately get the stun. The Winner's Curse goes off, but too much AoE damage. That's going to be 2 dead on the side of Beast Coast. They get picked as they try to approach that Roshan pit without their cores. About building that for Kaka. He can focus on building an Aeon disc.
How much damage? 125.
Hey, Relocating coming over JT. This time around, it's a good time to pick off the Phantom Lancer. Scythe of Ice leading things off. Flyfly's going to be joining them as well, but a beautiful RP. Immediately the Amethyst goes off, but JT doesn't have a Pro Strike to stop this, so they are going to be able to tear away this AoE damage. This empowered Chris Luck Magnus makes short work of IG. No Flyfly. Can Emo do it? Can he somehow get out? They're going to be able to get the disable onto Schofield, but immediately K1 Hector going for Kaka. Half health onto K1 Hector. He's got to be a little bit careful here, especially with the Pro Strike. The Shivas, so much magic damage. Call the brace, be able to buy him a little bit more time. Can he get out? Epicenter, so much damage, and K1 Hector, he falls. 100 seconds left for him. He does have a buyback. But once again, Beast Coast managed to cobble together a bit of a team fight and won't lose it entirely. The coil. If you think you're going to be able to push people out of that coil, the effect is not that strong. But maybe Schofield can somehow still make it work. Flyfly just testing the supports right now. Is going to use his Shadow Dance and should probably retreat considering how little he did there. Stinger was hoping to be able to get the Winner's Curse, but he actually pounced onto Schofield, quickly take him out. Winner's Curse onto Leshrac, but it's too late to be able to save his fellow support. Scythe of Ice turning around onto Chris Luck as Emo approaches his high ground with his BKB. They're going to go for Chris Luck, who's going to be forced to use his BKB here and try and skewer out. But the physical damage is keeping his Blink Dagger from coming back up, and now the magic immunity is gone. He's going to turn around, manage to land the RP onto Emo, who's out of mana now. Ollie is strapped up on the high ground. Maybe that's a perfect place to be as IG control this puck.
Neutered, and it might have a fight on our hands.
They know there is wards on this high ground, so they're going to try and deal with that first as they approach IG. IG, also a little bit of smoke. They're going to make their coil initiation. Do manage to get the initiation on the Phantom Lancer, but a skewer on through. Breaking that is going to be able to take out Kaka. But now they're missing some of the AoE unless the Winner's Curse can actually take out Flyfly. Almost our gun coming in as well, but he activates the cheese. Can he survive through all this on Ollie? Gets him enough heals. Now he's going to be able to turn around and starts going for the Magnus. Magnus with the Cold of Praise. Oh, but in the epicenter, it's so much damage. Chris Luck is going to come back into a world of hurt. He lays out whatever damage he can, but it's not going to be good enough. But Hector, as well as Leland, they're dropping bombs right now on this slide, but Flyfly survives long enough to be able to get off the Shadow Dance and takes down K1 Hector. No! Doppelganger away, but they catch him still. The Scythe is not good enough. They'll bring him down. He will have another opportunity to hold this. IG have won the last, 3 engagements.
And they're going to continue to do them if they fight soon. 53 stacks sooner, because he just doesn't get any damage out. Now he's just dead, even though he'll get it off right at the end. And Ollie, he was the one K1 Hector pursued up top, so he's not doing damage in the fight.
Back inside the game, we're going to get a pick off on Stinger. 10 for 90 seconds. Lelis is in trouble as well. Oh my God. Playing the turnaround, the fast one. They might be able to bring it down. Flyfly gets the save, but a big RP. Locking him down. Flyfly with the Dark Packs is going to lay out some damage onto Chris Luck. He has to skewer away. K1 Hector, though. Oh, look at Flyfly. He's not going to let Chris Luck get away. Come back here, you. K1 Hector. He's going to be locked down by Leshrac and JT as well. Just so much magic damage. He's going to try Doppelganger, but Flyfly, he's there to sandwich in the Phantom Lancer. 3 dead with no buyback. That means Lelis is going to be caught with no help inside his base. He can buy back, sure, but they are out of lives.
Yeah, really well done.
Reduced.
IG, they're continuing to fight. They've got so many stacks, up 77 now on the slug. It's not just for the damage pressure, but he has 82% physical resist now. It doesn't matter if he tanks that full RP. He's not going to die because all that agility giving damage and armor. It was definitely taking some panic breaths if you're an IG fan, but they managed to pull it out in the end. Credit to Beast Coast.
There's Legion Commander. I don't think you want that matchup.
They're going for the Bane. So Bane is going to be a support. I hope so.
Dark Warden, of course. And Beast Coast definitely able to ramp up the aggression. But to your point, you've got to do well in the laning phase. Up top, Skywrath LC versus Bane Doom. I'm not sure how this one will go.
Stinger. He's going to be on the front lines here. And going to be trying and tanking all those hits for the Doom. That way the Doom can get those higher levels. Chris Luck committed to be able to kill Emo's Courier. A good start here. Did take a little bit of damage in return, but I'm sure it's well worth it to keep the Arc Warden's regen from flowing.
Up top, this lane is all about trading. Beast Coast, you have the Devour Sustain for the Doom and the Spam Brain Sap from Stinger. So very tough for Skywrath to get anything done up here. Kaka is going to most likely look to be rotating a bit. I'm surprised they did put the Chris Luck puck mid.
Drops the nuke. JT going to try and go for Stinger a bit, but they have such a big creep wave pushing in. They don't really need to commit too much. Chris Luck earlier willingly had his salve canceled by Emo in order to trade a little bit. He's going to try and abuse that courier, but a courier is still a long ways away. So while it's away, Chris Luck actually even getting hit by that Spark Wraith. Emo's just going to be
playing aggressive. Both heroes, CS suffering just a little bit because of it.
It seems like a Chris Luck versus Emo matchup is always destined to be right on the edge at all times. Both players on the edge of potentially losing. K1 Hector actually...
Laners off the lane. And once again, it's IG jumping out to an early lead in the laning phase. All three lanes top of the CS.
Oh, they do get the Frost Armor for Hector, so maybe that'll make a difference. Back over to bottom lane. Once again, Lelis is being abused. The Tiny isn't here to be able to bail him out, so it's looking like Flyfly has an easy kill on his hands, 2-0.
At Lich plus any sort of melee carry that has a reach mechanic, Ember, Slark, PL, the top three, it's near impossible to outlane these guys. And it's not just the CS the advantage comes from, it's the denies. Already 9 up on the PL. And they've got lane control,
Look at this, Chris Luck. He's trying to commit for the kill. He has the Flux on him. He's going to be forced to pop the Fairy Fire. There's Spark Wraith he has to jump away from. Locks down the kill with a concussive shot before the phase shift could come up.
So close, maybe a quarter of a second away.
Only has the mana for one of them, so he's trying to get the toss range because it's the higher level right now, but wasn't able to close that distance, sadly. K1 Hector trying to push it, but Chris Luck once again tries to get aggressive on Emo, and that means Kaka pounces again with a kill. Lane for beastcoast right now, and JT still has 22 CS as the offlaner.
Really not much to comment on. And the concern is that, beastcoast, who's really going to be making the plays, right? You have a K1 Hector Doom in one, and Lelis on the Underlord in the other side lane. It's really just the Puck that can make moves, and his game is by far the worst of any of his cores, and I believe he's just died again.
Chris Luck silenced, is going to be able to get off the wing. Rift to dodge some of that damage, but with the Flux and the right clicks from Kaka, it's too much. Stinger is going to try and turn things around here. The Tempest doubles, hoping to be able to help Kaka, but the toss over. Onto the, okay, it's not going to be enough to kill the Arc Warden. It brings him a little bit low, but now it's actually the turnaround onto Schofield. The Spark Wraith lands on a Stinger instead, though. Good job by him tanking some of the damage, preventing the damage onto Schofield.
That was really well played by Emo. He was tanking tower.
Length of the silence is critical in being able to get the kill on this mid laner, but the mid laner is gone, and it's Schofield who almost tanks another death here for beastcoast. 5-1, top lane. They do actually level up Doom. Hey, Hector, are you going to get a kill because of that, or is it going to be denied? No, the slept up Lich was unable to stop the Doom. Tempest double chasing both of them away. 4 Wraith bands on this Arc Warden.
I was going to say, it's a really cool build. He has so much stat.
Okay, Stinger is going to set this nightmare up. Schofield's going to toss him over to Chris Luck. Chris Luck, they don't have they do have the avalanche there in time to be able to stop that TP Emo. Misreading the situation, will die underneath the tower. Lelis survives at bottom as well. But a duel on a Stinger. They do get there.
Make a move. He'd love to be able to kill this Phantom Lancer. That's much easier said than done for this hero. Bane typically hates playing against illusion heroes.
Back over to mid lane. Emo challenging Chris Luck once again. He has to jump away from those Spark Wraiths. The phase shift wasn't up. Is he going to die to it now as the second one's laid out? Looks like Chris Luck will escape again, as he does have his phase shift, so even if the Spark Wraiths were on top of him, he'd be good. Stinger, as you said, has some issues with all his single target damage with illusion heroes, and that's why Flyfly was able to chase him away. Actually lands back inside the pit. Flyfly, his real hero has been discovered, but there is going to be Kaka to be able to intercept and slow down Lelis. They'll be able to pick up the bounty room, but Kaka is going to be chased away and won't be able to nab that outpost. So it's going to be even Firestorm laid out. The damage quickly taking out Stinger, but they do have the coil onto the two of them. It's all worth it if they can get the Phantom Lancer kill, in which they do. Chris Luck with the Waning Rift gets the kill. Base shifts out the concussive shot and escapes rather cleanly, leaving Lick with the Fiend's Grip and a completely isolated off-laner. This should be an easy kill, but they don't even need that. If they're going to go for the Doom on a JT, there is some TP rotations coming in from IG, both on the tower and the outpost, but both are going to be too slow.
Nice job there from Flyfly waking himself up with the illusion. And a real TP in from Emo. I like this. Typically, Arc Wardens don't like to get involved. We saw yesterday, EG played it effectively just completely.
Trying to defend, and that's why beastcoast isn't even going to approach that lane. They're going to smoke up, run through mid, because Lelis is trying to do the same on the other side of the map. It'd be great if they can get a kill somewhere here. JT trying to go for the duel, but is stuck inside the coil. Now the supports are going to be able to close that distance with the Fiend's Grip. There is going to be a TP in from the Lich, but they toss away the Legion Commander underneath the tower, making it nice and easy.
Oh, for sure, they can find kills, but it's tough to collect objectives afterwards.
They will soon have an overwhelming strength coming from K1 Hector, but they don't have Hector here in the bottom lane where they're trying to go for the kill on the Kaka, but now the puck has been silenced, unable to commit, paying retreat. But they've still got this tower kind of surrounded, and IG, they did not bring a whole lot of reinforcements, just JT. That's because Emo's trying to kill Schofield on the other side of the map, but Chris Luck still trying to go for this on a Skywrath Mage, dodges into the trees, needs the help of his allies here, especially as he silenced. A concussive shot, though, not landing on Chris Luck is important there, but it does slow down Stinger, allowing Kaka to get that kill instead. beastcoast just an entirely wrong read on that situating to such a large lead.
He always manages to find a way to just absolutely enormous.
Minute faster than anyone at this tournament, but there is going to be the duel, and okay, Chain Frost and the Skywrath.
Accelerated. What timing do you make your move as beastcoast? That is the question, because he still dies the magic damage in a duel. And Atos on Kaka?
Yeah, you can see it right there. Sizable chunk taken out by that concussive shot. They are going to be able to get the coil there. Look for that toss away, and that's why JT is desperately trying to get away from Schofield. Eventually, it's going to break. They've committed so much, though. K1 Hector actually getting tossed away. He's going to be saved. He was certainly dead inside that Ripper, but Schofield with the clutch top. Perfect item for an Underlord. Now he can chain stun people underneath the Pit of Malice. You just pit first, then Clumsy Net. They're going to get caught again as the Clumsy Net fades away.
And oh my god, of all the items to find, another shawl. I'm sure it'll go straight to Kaka. 8% spell amp.
Schofield is trying to juke and jive as slow as he is, but he feels like, oh, thank God, I just escaped, but a smoke comes from the two supports. They're going to run into K1 Hector, immediately try and blow him up. That magic damage is too much for him to handle. Just the Radiance, it's not enough for beastcoast. If they want to be able to fight with this Doom, they're going to need something more, but Emo, the late game hardcore, nice avalanche to toss on top of the two of them. That's a really nice one, but they need a little bit more damage on Kaka, and Lelis' Clumsy Net wasn't good enough here. Both of them limp away, sub 100 HP. Kaka, they just need one hit. They're going to find him in time, cuts it down. Lelis hunts down.
Edge on the side of IG, but a lot of that net worth is on the Doom.
Successfully break the smoke without being spotted here until, Ollie tries in vain to get away from beastcoast, but there's too many of them. Still, though, a fine position going. Lelis with an Invis rune is going to be able to spot a pretty important kill, Kaka. He has been very impactful this game. He's going to be able to drop his combination. Of course, Lelis will make sure to tank it with him. They also managed to catch Ollie and JT back-to-back kills for beastcoast. So sure enough, right as they hit their big power spike, they find Sos.
Yeah, K1 didn't take the free Uber out because he wanted to stick up top, but unfortunately has to call for a taxi anyway. He has TPs to bottom lane, but he's too late. And no, he doesn't find Kaka, though.
Kaka.
Hello. It's quite nice as well because you can dispel the flux, the silence of the Skywrath Mage. They'll also tank up the Lich ult for you. I mean, it just makes sense the way he plays Dota 2.
Chris Luck. He jumps to his orb right next to the Phantom Lancer, and now it's looking like he could get dueled up. Yep, he couldn't jump far enough away. One duel for JT.
But nothing doing thus far.
Yeah.
Mid tower getting pressured by IG. TP's coming in, though. Gotta be careful.
They're going to be able to get the duel onto Lelis. He's going to be slept up, though. The illusion's helping to be able to take away that nightmare. Lelis survives through the duel, 4 staffs away, but he's slowed down by the diffuser blade. Eventually, Fly is going to be able to get that kill. They got the Fiend's Grip on the real Phantom Lancer, but the rest of the team isn't helping him out right now because they're focused on killing his Legion Commander. They're going to try and blow this Underlord back in. Fly at half health, thanks to that Fiend's Grip, is going to go quickly take out Singer. They're running out of mana on the side of beastcoast, which means they're also running out of damage, except Chris Luck, who came back into the fight and does manage to take away that Aegis. What about the second life, though? They are running out of steam here, and you can see it. They're going to have to force Staff, try and get back over to the high ground here. The Firestorm is out. The Illusions are doing their work. Beast Coast, Schofield, as well as K1 Hector are low enough. They have to try and get back. They do successfully. So it wasn't the worst fight in the world. They got 2 kills. They took away an Aegis. And shout out to Singer for correctly identifying the real Phantom Lancer with the Fiend script. That certainly helped their team fight a lot.
He's just going to get gone for it. Much like the previous game where we saw the PL of Hector just going for the Lion.
Avalanche, they're going to try and get a toss back. No, they're going to turn into the river where there is that Tempest double. So they have to deal with that damage dealer, but no force Av onto the high ground. They can actually turn on to Schofield instead. The Tempest double once again surviving until it runs out of steam. They are going to be able to get the initiation on the back line. Beautiful initiation by JT. Catching Chris Luck. Now Lelis goes to the TP out, but it gets bashed up. No escape here. K1 Hector being utterly kited around and torn apart. Emo slows him down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
But it's like his damage per second isn't that high because his attack speed is kind of slow. He doesn't really have Daedalus or anything.
But he's
like
going to get a wolf at some point. Right now he's still playing with the ice armor, but I imagine once he's 25, he'll switch to that damage. It effectively adds a Venge aura to your hero, plus the crit potential.
JT, he's been doing this beautifully. He's caught Chris Luck several times here, and with the recent...
It's the right itemization. He got the BKB early on to secure kills. Now he's just going Shadowblade because he wants to just hunt. That's his goal here on the team.
He spotted him. Hit him with the dust, Ollie. They could Fiend's Grip if they have to, but I'd rather save that ultimate. Just kill him with normal abilities.
I'd like to see, I mean, K1, he's going for, I just don't think he feels like he needs that survivability tool. He wants to be able to go toe-to-toe with this Beast Coast lineup as they smoke towards him.
They smoke down. They do manage to find the real one with the Fiend's Grip on top of him as well. Do they even need the duel? Well, they should have done it. Now he's going to pop it onto JT instead as JT bails out the Phantom Lancer with the BKB. He may still have the chance to survive. Chris Luck throwing more damage onto him. He does end up falling. No chance and a neutral denied. Can they get back to it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hector alone. Manta, Schofield, he's trying to get him out. Toss him over in the neutral camp. That'll certainly help Schofield. He may be left behind, but IG, they really want to be able to take down this Doom. K1 Hector turning with his BKB. Looks to be able to get a kill on one of the supports, but can't do it. Backs up now. BKB fading out. Here comes the slows, but here comes the rest of Beast Coast as well. Pushing IG back, except for Fly, who continues to go forward. Now he's going to turn on to K1 Hector, who's down to half health, but K1 Hector with his Radiance is doing a lot of damage to this IG squad. He starts laying out the cleave damage on a Fly, who's rather taking himself. Both these carries at half health in a slog of a team fight where Lelis is slowing down all of it with the Firestorm damage as well. Chris Luck in the back lines tried to go for Kaka, missed that kill, and instead dies 1v1 to the opposing.
A dual kill. Really cool there. Chris Luck didn't see him coming. The Shadow Blade. His leg
oh, no,
down.
He slept himself. He tried to go for the toss back there. Fails the initiation. Flies now free. Oh, K1 Hector immediately showing himself into the back line once again, but the Glimmer Capes and Force Sass are helping IG play away from Pain. You can see Emote always playing the distance. Wow, we have Fly committing for the kill, but he's already dropping a lot. He still has the second life. Chris Luck, he fought back earlier, can't afford to die here, but he managed to catch so many heroes locking them two together. They will manage to get both JT and Ollie. No buybacks there, and Fly, he's fighting his damage, just being utterly effective. He's being ignored right now. They're going to turn, see if they can deal with the Aegis, and then turn back on Emo. The important hero that they want to deal with. They just ignore the Phantom Lancer, bring down Emo, and now at their leisure, they'll see if they can hunt down Fly as he's got no support whatsoever. Making a break for it, K1. He's on his way. Schofield out of mana to be able to catch him anymore. And the TP out. Ooh, nicely placed behind the trees. So Beast Coast was too late to spot him.
Correct.
As soon as they lose their mana, I mean, like, Fly just doesn't look like he can do anything against the Underlord, who's limiting his damage, and then these heroes are so tanky.
It's Schofield again, though, with the double combo into the pit.
Sick.
Firestorm finds the 2 kills. Sure, they're both going to buy back, but it's a 5-on-3 now, so IG are forced to run.
Yeah, last time they had the Aegis and Cheese. Beast Coast, they're going to be feeling themselves. They're going to have to fight through a Parakeet Tower, but eventually they should be able to bring it down. The Chain Frost is going to come in, as well as the Skywrath Mage Ultimate. A lot of damage, but being split a lot between the Beast Coast heroes. They're all going to remain quite healthy here and going to try and go for the kill, but Kaka is able to get away. They do have the Fiend's Grip out, but they're actually going to choose to Dark Rift away, resetting as Emo is coming back alive in 2 seconds.
They're just doing such a great, so much, right? It makes the support's positioning easier. A duel could come out of nowhere. Illusions will be all over the map. But if Beast Coast...
There's a duel. That is going to be a winning duel for JT. 160 damage and a gem.
That's really annoying to give away because you're playing against 2 Glimmer Capes on the IG supports. K1 certainly too farm to carry detection at this point.
Absolutely. A pip goes down. Leeless trying to get away. Nice toss back, and then the blink. The clumsy net on the real one. He manta dodges that. He's immediately going to try and break the coil to get out of here. Defensive Force Snaps and Glimmer Capes. Once again, Beast Coast still tracking him, though. They have Chris Luck, but has he gone too far? They try and turn onto him, but immediately he phase shifts, and now the real Phantom Lancer's got that Fuel Scepter, and they're going to be able to get the duel on him. He's going to be bought a little bit of time by JT with that press the attack, and they've gotten onto their high ground. Beast Coast knows not to play into that area. Even if they got the duel, or Doom, on the real carry, it didn't matter. Playing into that high ground is too damn dangerous. They give up Schofield, but that's it.
So we got Aeon Disc on Chris Luck. That's going to be big. Orb of Destruction on the Underlord.
Silver Edge for Hector. Really thinking that he just wants to be able to get there on top of Emo. Is that what it is?
Looks all right, yeah. You want to get the Arc Warden. The PL's just too tough to take down.
Oh, the Damage Fly. He's actually trying to go to the back line. He's going to ignore K1 Hector for now. Does take an Inferno Blade shot with the duel. Out onto Leeless. They do manage to bring him down. He does have buyback in the Fiend's Grip onto the real Phantom Lancer. They caught him once again. They have the Inferno Blade on top of him. So much damage that it looks like he's going to fall. K1 Hector gets a little bit low with his BKB. He's trying to get away, but the Invis isn't good enough. They have the Sentry just barely in place to be able to fight him. He's going to buy back as well as Leeless and look to be able to charge toward Emo. Emo popping his BKB, standing and fighting here with 2 different magnetic fields. He goes for the TP out with his BKB. They don't have a disable to stop it. IG retreats. They lose their Lich, but the important hero in Emo does manage to get out. Looks like JT going to be caught as well by Chris Luck. Beast Coast buybacks are effective in getting multiple kills.
Yeah, but they've used the
Beast Coast, they're actually going to TP him back, and he's going to Dark Rift back in, which means they're fully committing at this point. They're going to be able to get the coil on 2 of them, but they're focused on the objectives right now. The repair kit makes them pin it up.
Yep, straight to the shrine, though. Try and acquire some map control. Roshan spawning soon. That's going to be the next big objective. And
Curry gets the gem.
I think that might have been on the way back from picking it up from the battlefield earlier. Did the long journey, only to hand it right back over to Beast Coast.
Yep.
And it despawned. They weren't really able to take it down.
They had not finished up their tier 3 items. They got the Leveler onto Leeless, just picked up the Witless Shaco as well as Minotaur Horn. So,
yeah,
sadly, the Illusionist Cape.
Here's the big thing, though. We talked about, oh, wait, oh, no,
they'll find their initiation on duel onto K1 Hector. They blow everything they have because they saw the buyback from last time. Yeah. They know he's dead for 2 minutes. And he's 32,000 net worth.
He's Legion Commander. He's got to be the target, and that's why IG put the Aegis on him. It's a really cool decision under the circumstances.
Pain. Beast Coast, rather, they're just looking to be able to slow down IG. The Firestorm doing good work here. They are going to go on to this Legion Commander. The Aegis is down. As long as they survive through this one, the Minotaur Horn helping Schofield a little bit, but he gets bashed up by Fly. The follow-up Abyss Blade as well to sleep. Buys him a momentary respite, but the Glimmer Cape, he's going to be good. Now, stuck inside the pit. He has to actually walk away from it and deal with the buildings instead. Beast Coast doing a good job delaying. 35 seconds until K1 Hector is back up. Stinger gets a little bit too close to Emo, but a Glimmer Cape once again saving it. Initiation on to Leeless. Leeless in trouble, dueled, and dead. Now he's dead with no buyback for 2 minutes, and the initiation into backline. Fly is going to be able to get the kill on Singers. Then Lance chases him down into the fountain. 15 seconds till Hector's back up, but Chris Luck, as well as Schofield, they're running out of steam here. The tier 4s are being taken out so quickly. The throat is exposed. They can't put a stop to this damage. They're going to jump on Ollie. Fly, he ignores it. It is going to go for the hero kills. They want Beast Coast out of here, and they're going to show they're stronger, they're better, and they will series 2-0.
What a game. IG, never say die. Beast Coast, stay